Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Just some amazing footage that I wanted to get up ASAP that I received that was captured in San Antonio, Texas, just a couple of hours ago that was sent to me. Now, what we have here and what has been described to me in the email of the source who sent in this footage. The source was outside with his kids were outside, and he and his wife were on the porch, and the source of the footage, like many of you lately who have sent in some amazing stuff, is a viewer of our channel. And as this channel continues to grow, I have urged all of you to keep your cameras at the ready and have an eagle eye when it comes to things in the sky, because you never know when you'll capture something, and when you do, send it in to me. And that's exactly what has happened here. So this viewer of mine from San Antonio has been a follower for a long time. He has been a long-time UFO sky watcher, if you want to call it that. And he was outside and initially was recording what he thought was a UFO, a possible UFO, which you see in the footage. It's likely a bird, as there are many birds throughout this footage. But as he is zooming in and just seeing what he can find, as he pans over, he begins to see an airliner come into view. Now, this is nothing special. We constantly see planes in our skies. Now, as to what the planes are doing and what they're spraying, that is a topic of another video. But nonetheless, he pans over and we see this plane coming into view, which he had said that he originally did not see. That he did not, when he was focusing on this original UFO, he did not see any planes in the sky. It was almost as if this plane came out of nowhere. So he pans over to the plane, not expecting anything to happen. We get this amazing shot, mind-bending shot, of this so-called plane shape-shifting, is the only word I can use to describe it, into a completely different object. And as you're seeing in the footage, and we will slow this footage down and zoom in and go frame by frame here. And as you're seeing, we are going frame by frame just as the plane begins to come into view. So here it comes. We see it's definitely a plane. You can see the engines underneath it, the tail at the back. It's definitely a plane, which again, completely common. Now as the plane is heading into this large cloud cover, because I see that San Antonio for the most part has been cloudy today. The first, that is. Today is the first. And it's been relatively cloudy, according to the source. And as you're seeing, frame by frame, this plane begins to enter the clouds, and the view of it begins to be obstructed, but nonetheless, we can still see the shape of it. And right here, you see, it's almost as if the plane changes, and we see this large black, I don't know what, covering the plane, which consumes the plane, and eventually the plane shrinks and shifts into what you're seeing here, which is this jet black circular object, which looks to have a second UFO, smaller UFO, hovering above it, following it into the clouds. Yeah, there is definitely something above this object. And it's simply amazing. So I wanted to get this up ASAP. And as you're just seeing here, there's another object that flies in the general vicinity of this UFO. Now, it could be a bird. Make your own decision. But the plane disappears into the cloud cover. And at one point in the video, when this happens, you can hear the source of the video saying, "What the fuck?" You know, pardon my French, but that's what he says. And if you listen closely, you can hear his wife in the background say, "That's not a plane." It's extremely hard to hear, but it's there. So this was witnessed by he and his wife, who again were outside on their front porch. Children were out front playing, and as you're seeing here, I mean, this is not the same plane that we just saw seconds earlier. This is something completely different. Now it looks like almost a saucer shape with this UFO above it following it, and it shocked completely the source who sent it in. And I have actually spoken with him on the phone today, and we went through, of course, all the possibilities of what could have happened here. Was this some sort of lens effect from the camera blurring, from the low light? And the conclusion we came to was that no, this really happened. This plane wasn't a plane at all. This thing shape-shifted into something else. This was something mimicking a plane. And this isn't the first time we have talked about this topic on this channel. I can't tell you how many emails, at least out of probably 100 emails or more that I get each and every single day, not only to my email account, but to Twitter and Facebook, I get probably at least 5 emails a day from people all over the world talking to me, giving their testimony about these objects that are in the shape of planes, but that will momentarily shapeshift into another object, will shapeshift into a different type of plane, will disappear altogether, or will momentarily have some sort of visual disruption. Almost as if some of these are possibly holograms. And again, it's been spoken about in the past how these visitors who are here, who are watching us, and believe me, they are. People ask me all the time, do you believe there will be an alien invasion? And I tell them, people, the invasion already happened a long time ago. They're already here, and they've been here. And what better way to be able to hide in plain sight than to take the form of one of our very own aircraft, something that we will completely overlook and ignore. Now that's brilliant, if you ask me. So nonetheless, it's an amazing, mind-bending piece of footage, and I know a lot of you guys out there have seen the same thing because I get your emails and your messages about it every single day. This is a real phenomenon. No matter how many people will attempt to discredit it, and I've noticed that as our channel has been growing by about 50,000 subscribers each month, there have been a lot more trolls. There have been a lot more paid shills, if you will, on our channel, attempting to discredit every single picture and piece of footage we post on, even if it's from the government or NASA or the European Space Agency, even if it's from them. And we all know, and the government and the CIA have publicly stated that they have these programs that are running right now as we speak, whose sole purpose is to have a bunch of agents sitting in a room with their faces glued to computer monitors as they purposely attempt to discredit any sort of movement or idea or group that they feel is a threat to their agendas. So, an amazing piece of footage. Do let me know what you guys think. I honestly think we've caught a live one here. I have never seen a plane. It would be one thing if the plane began going behind the clouds and we experienced some blurring effects, but not this. This thing suddenly shifts to a completely different color, is enveloped in this blackness. And as the plane is shifting, you can actually see that once it begins turning into this circular black structure, you can actually still see one of the plane's left wings sticking out of this thing before slowly, almost looking to be sucked into this black object. And then we see this black, circular, almost spiky looking object continue through the clouds, disappearing behind the cloud cover before very quickly and momentarily appearing again in the clouds before finally disappearing behind the thick cover. So, amazing footage. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. I really appreciate it. I want to give a big hello to all of our new subscribers that we're getting each day. About 4,000 or 5,000 a day, if not more. And a lot of you guys are new to this subject, so go through our past videos, get yourself up to speed, and if you have any questions or footage of your own, don't hesitate to email me. My contact info, again, is down in the video description. And for all of you who have emailed me and I haven't gotten back to you yet, please be patient. As I said earlier, I get about 100 plus emails a day, and to be honest with you, I have a little bit of a backlog. So it can take me, in some instances, up to a week to respond. But I do try to get to everybody, and I will respond, rest assured. So, thanks again for watching. Amazing times. I definitely feel that we are getting closer to our ultimate goal, which is to blow the lid off of this alien cover-up. So, thanks for watching. Stick around, we've got a lot more coming, and stay safe.